Welcome back, everybody, from the lunch break. Council, if we're ready to continue our proceedings, please go on. Thank you.
Yes, we're ready to proceed, Mr. Chair. Mr. Osher, kindly bring in the witness, please.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back, Imam.
Council ko bismillah Imam.
I hope you have rested a bit.
Inshallah.
Very well. Thank you very much. Before we went on break, we were talking about the legality or the illegality, for that matter, of calls to execute non-believers of the, well, to execute Ahmadis, for that matter. So we would proceed from that point. There were calls to have the Ahmadi sect banned in the Gambia. What do you know about that? To ban them how? So that they would no longer exist in this country.
Honey,
No. Are you aware? Perhaps maybe I should take it a step backwards. The Supreme Islamic Council were at a stage monitoring the sermons that were being given by the imams in this country.
What is it on the Supreme Islamic Council? Ibe alimamo la kutubolu la moikan ke noma sata alimamo ka kutubi façon lu melno ke nyim banko kan.
Okay.
Yes. There was a stage in which the Supreme Islamic Council was monitoring sermons given by imams around the country. Is that right?
What is on that? Supreme Islamic Council ke lamoyle anin kan noma sata ro kutubolu la alimamo lu kam melno ke banko kan dinkiralu to kata. Fo was don telebang.
Honey.
No. If they did, for the purposes of censoring statements of religious leaders or preachers, would that be unlawful?
Ako misali kama nara dum umuku soto walti ikawakele num andu kake nyina kama puru alimamu law kutubolu isio tame fodum wodum abete atale bang fama mbete
ka alimamu la kutubolu tame
to monitor the sermons of the imams. That was not part of our work. If we were given that responsibility,
anala facility
and the facilities to do the monitoring, we would accept to do that. But that was not part of our work. Okay. So in effect, you are telling us that you never had that responsibility.
Amonta benyina foka nyanko al nenemawo do ko soto katara la do ko ko
ntolmu kaira sabatindi laleti bankoka.
We are a peace body in the country.
Ninga mola kutubo sute ko mimbikataku.
If we happen to recognize a sermon which we believe is not in line,
or one
that has the potential to stir trouble in the country, it is our responsibility to pinpoint that and take care of that problem.
But
other than that, we had no problems with anyone, how you prepared your sermon and how you delivered it. Good, thank you.
Ilumbara.
But have you ever heard of calls being made by the Supreme Islamic Council or members of the council for the Ahmadiyya group to be banned in the Gambia, the Ahmadiyya Jamaat or group be banned in the Gambia?
Inene nyim kumakangulu mwele bang ka foko inyanta Ahmadiyya Jamaat la bunda tonna nyim banko kanne wala fokafo ye ila kulu ke londi ke tong nyim Gambia banko kan fo inene yolu mwele.
Yalo Ahmadiyya la doko siata Gambia le.
You know, the Ahmadiyyas do a lot of work in the Gambia. They have schools. They have hospitals.
So atebe diamo kaila minala ibelo mubang ila bumbulo wala bunda bije dami alonka akawale I wale mean.
So what are you referring to? All of their departments or any specific one of them are you referring to? The Jamaat, the mosques, the schools, and the hospitals all work to be done by the Ahmadiyyas to cease in this country.
Ako Jamaat fango mumel kata ila karambungulu ila lopitanol ikadoku doku ke nyimbanku kang puruka abelondi ke tong nyimbanko kang.
It is the citizens of this country that go to their hospitals. It is also the citizens of this country that go to their schools.
So Jamal le laptop, Jamal le ko, wala Jamal le laptop pour kalondi.
So who said or who wanted to put a ban on them?
The question I asked is, have you ever heard members of the Supreme Islamic Council or the council itself advocating for such a ban on the Ahmadis?
Supreme Islamic Council fangumu meu wala Supreme Islamic Council la kafuding melu sinyin kam fo puru Ahmadiyya Jamaat ye tong Gambia banko kan.
Yalo Ahmadiyolo,
You know, the Ahmadiyya,
council lotale nebe sirinja wati jang.
the council was set up while we were together with them here for a long time.
Kuna na mandu ni tema.
Nothing transpired between us.
Nin kunata mimbe o sabula.
If something comes which may be responsible for that,
Isalonko omukulati.
then you will know that that is something else.
But puru ka jompe ka foko nyanta banla.
But to just jump and say that they should be banned,
Council lotala etaraja.
when the council was established, they were already in existence.
Nana mawofo.
We never said that.
Ninga pota wote salonkule osab.
If that was said also, then you would know that there was a reason.
The question I have asked is whether you have ever heard calls being made by either the council or members of the council to have the Ahmadis banned in the Gambia.
Kafoko Supreme Islamic Council la yafo wala Supreme Islamic Council la kafudin na yafo ko inyanta Islam Ahmadiyya lu ban la le Gambia.
The question is wide. They should be banned. Their schools supposed to be closed. Their hospitals supposed to be closed. I am not aware of that.
Thank you very much for that answer. What would be your reaction if a member of the Supreme Islamic Council, of which you are president, were to make calls for the Ahmadiyya religion to be banned in the Gambia and their schools closed, the hospitals closed, and all other charitable activities by them to end? What would be your reaction?
Saying, ite banyin kota la nyadile, ninyin kumakangulu fotako, inyanda Ahmadiyya la karamulu soron nale, ke la lopitano lu soron, ibe do kuodo kula akata mako releta akata kokundi intebe memmen tamandi kanyim bankun kang, pour ka betro fa kalondula kala ke fangulula lodula tong nyim banko kang.
Let's move backwards a little bit.
Because I be diamukang symbol authority.
Because he's speaking on authority.
Adong nakacha follow dula donga tandila control ba wosoto.
And from the beginning of our discussion, I made it clear to you that we did not have such powers.
Ning moye wo hame.
If anyone intended that,
Ilapta Supreme Islamic Council dai bulawoto,
and you wanted the Supreme Islamic Council to get involved, we ought to investigate to know what the reason is before we could make any pronouncement on that issue.
You've told If you were to hear today somebody calling or advocating that the Ahmadi community, the Ahmadiyya Jamaat be banned in the Gambia and their schools closed, hospitals and other humanitarian facilities.
Ahmadiyya Jamaat ye tong banko kang ye la karambung lu sorong ye la lopitano lu sorong aning itel be kokundin tamandi kang banko kang pour ka otong
mbajela ko mole o podro o mankento la forode.
I will see that that was just a statement of someone else and not us.
Why would the Supreme Islamic Council not take that particular position?
Mulana Supreme Islamic Council te wolodu la taala.
Because daming yentol concern wala mudinot.
Because what concerns us is the religion.
Alabato anin dankenea.
Praying to God and being faithful.
But jararo loptanod.
But healing in hospitals.
Momo ni wonada puruka bankona pa funding welcome.
Anyone that comes with that, anyone that comes with that in the country, we will welcome you, whatever person you are.
I understand you have made a distinction. You are prepared to welcome their humanitarian work. Are you also prepared to welcome their missionary work?
Fadum ibe parela le fanam pour ibe silo mentamandi kan ila dino la karola fo al sison al yekundi fanankang
ila mundina.
What religion?
We're talking about the Ahmadiyya Jamaat. Whether they are missionary work, you are prepared.
Ila mundina.
They are what religion?
Are you asking me a question? Is that it?
Yes, I'm asking the question. They are what religion?
Well, what they worship. And their form and manner of worship. They call themselves Ahmadiyya Muslims. Others call them Qadians. Others call them Ahmadiyyans. Whatever they are called, are you prepared to accept them in the society for them to do their own missionary work?
Fodun albesonale puru itelfonalia kunja makono puru ye fang na silo tamandi ko ikela dina silo tamandi nyame.
Sembo tenna puru ka kari inyato bunda to barni sembo benna nte sonda moye mamang society economic me atola atare manke muslimot ni sembo benna.
There is no power with us to stop them doing what they want to do, but if we have the power, we will not allow anyone to come and sow seeds of discord amongst us, the Muslims here.
In fact, the law of this country does not allow anybody, be you Muslim, be you Christian, be you Catholic, Protestant, be you Qadian or Ahmadian, whosoever it is, the law of this country does not allow anybody in the name of exercise of religion to cause public strife or immorality. The law does not allow it.
Nyimbanko la lualo imanso nyina puru momondi sina mensi kawalio wala kambembali ya dundi jamaa molu tema aketa misil me faso wo fasonti Ahmadiyya lombang Kadianum kolombang aketa Christi aketa dina wo dina tinyim banko kan loi man songola pour mosina me yalonko asi kawali udundi molte manyim bankunka.
But equally,
Bari fanang atewo tilim kang
the law does not allow
loi man so nyin na fanang
anybody to come and restrict the rights of people in exercise of their religion.
Mo fanam banyi sembo soto pour ka kuntu dolu nyato ke bali ila dino fanan tamandi la koytel ka kenyame.
Do you accept that position in this country?
Ako fo isonta wo dulala le nyim banko kamba.
Yalong ate kelano Muslim Christian abe umbrella killing. Christian Muslim ebe umbrella killing. Muslim Ahmadian ebe umbrella killing. What a kelano? It's a Christian Islam nyinno dina fulolti mini alon ko ebijang. Niko Islam a belum woti. Amam pentu koma. Niko Christianity a belum. Bariko Muslim Ahmadiyya. Wo min nata wole be tiñarol min lafata jamaka wole be tiñarol.
It cannot be that you have Christians, Muslims, and Ahmadiyyas under one umbrella. It can only be either Christians or Muslims. It cannot be otherwise. Those that came, who newly came, are the ones that are causing, and joined those in the majority are the ones causing the discord.
Supreme Islamic Council nata proka Muslim olubeke under one umbrella.
The Supreme Islamic Council was established to bring all Muslims under one umbrella.
Bari Ahmadiyya had declared ko imang Supreme Islamic Council ma recognize the imang songala. So it told me.
But the Ahmadiyyas have declared that they do not recognize the Supreme Islamic Council, neither do they accept it. So therefore, what are they? If there is a dead body in Gunjur,
Ning Ahmadiyum.
If the dead person is an Ahmadi,
aning Gunjura Imam Ratibu Ahmadiyulu ni benyo sabala wo furela jamala na nyantatal.
They would be tussling with the Imam Ratib of Gunjur as to who is to take custody of the corpse.
Either Ahmadiyul naita or Imam Ratibu nala mol naita.
It's either the Ahmadiyyas will go with the corpse, or the Imam Ratib and his people will take the corpse. So these are two things that are very clear.
So
that is what is existing in this country between us and the Ahmadiyyas.
Would your position change if they had accepted or agreed to be part of the Supreme Islamic Council?
Allah lodu labe falina le lumbang nim misal kama isonta kadun Supreme Islamic Council kono wala isonta council nyinna
ni sonta council ola ala rules ala regulations abanda because sarato le beje minka tinna nke accept.
If they accepted the council's rules and regulations, there would be no problems, because there are rules and regulations by which they are accepted in.
Do you accept that under the laws of this country, they are free to do as they choose and not to come under the umbrella of the Supreme Islamic Council?
For nyindung ibe sonna nyindela puru katu lual lebe kerin jang men yenyim foko mo mandi lafta ila dino tamandi la nyami isake no wonya so silandung nin kumembe lori wo nyama so for Supreme Islamic Council la molu ibe sonna le pour ka kulu tamandi wo nyabang.
I think there's a problem in the interpretation.
Okay.
The question I asked is, does he accept that the laws of this country allow them to decide to not want to join the Supreme Islamic Council?
When you bankola lual, isontale, Puru ka balanyi na puru Ahmadiul ye dung Supreme Islamic Council la kafo kono ba.
Dunia Muslim
Imam, I think there is a mistake again in the interpretation. What I want to say is the laws of this country allow the Ahmadi to have a choice whether to join an organization or not to join that organization. Do you accept that they have that right?
If the laws of this country allows that, that is sabotage against the Muslims.
Because
all of us are under one umbrella.
Ite mamanda Muslimia tola banta.
No one can trouble you in the name of Islam outside.
Any Muslim tarambulo manke kilinte.
When you are not in the same line with those that are Muslims. Any law that accepts that is sabotaging those people.
Do you realize that the Christian version of the Supreme Islamic Council is the Christian Council?
Christian la Carola. Supreme Islamic Council ya nyonka fo soto jele ika fo meye the Gambia Christian Council.
Yes.
Are you aware that not all Christian sects or churches in Gambia are members of that umbrella organization?
Fo yenyim fanan long ko Christian bunda jama bijang amanke ko wolu belebe wo Gambia Christian Council nyin kono.
Is that also sabotage?
Kafuti jamii alonkai combined two philosophies of minute combined ring.
There is no association in this country which or two associations in this country that share the same name.
Christian something or
the Christian something that is not here.
Christian obey the Christian obey.
When you say Christian, that is for all the Christians that are in the country.
Are you aware, Mr. Imam, that many of the Pentecostal churches,
Pentecostal churches,
they are not part of the Christian Council, Gambia Christian Council?
Gambia Christian Council bundala.
They are not Christians.
They call themselves Christians. That's as much as I can say.
Is kefan kumandi Christian olala? Wole nsi ofonole.
Wo bikolo koneko eko kadiri, eko tijani, eko sunni. Ni tada Supreme Islamic Council ibentol be literally be bakile fakile.
It's just like when you say Kadri, Sunni. When you go to the Supreme Islamic Council, you'll find all of us there, and we are all as if we are from the same.
I thought there was nothing called Sunni Muslim. That's what we were told.
Ngamira ko fente nunje kafo member ko Sunni Muslim. Yola fonyele.
There are two names.
Sunni Muslim.
Sunni Muslim.
What is Abe Muslim? Kadri Muslim, Sunni Muslim, Tijani Muslim, Abe Muslim.
There is no such thing as Sunni Muslim. Kadri Muslim, Sunni Muslim, they are all Muslims.
I accept that. So, the issue here is not all Christian groups are members of the Gambia Christian Council. Do you accept that?
Muslim will be among a member of the Supreme Islamic Council.
Not all Muslims are members of the Supreme Islamic Council.
And the Ahmadiyya group is not part of the Supreme Islamic Council.
Alun Ahmadiyya kafo itelu mantara Supreme Islamic Council kono.
Yes, because they quite recognize.
Yes, because they said that they do not recognize it.
Okay, by not recognizing the Supreme Islamic Council. Is that a problem for the council?
Wala foko itelu mang Supreme Islamic Council imang songama. Fodu mu kole ya quality council fana yeba.
Supreme Islamic Council mu kafole te dorong abedo ko la muslime ya kunkoto.
The Supreme Islamic Council is an organization that is working on a farmland where all Muslims belong to.
So, Ahmadiyya lake member to otani lake baliaje woman tol affect fenna. Bari imang hako soto ka activity ke banko ka nim muslimia tola.
Whether or not the Ahmadiyyas are part of it is not a problem for us. But they do not have a right to carry out any activity. They do not have a right to carry out any activities in the country in the name of Islam. We are unable to do anything about it, but it is not pleasing to us.
Why are you unable to do something about it?
Munalna alimang kuta mandinoje.
Because sembo tennas mindo kundipuruka kuta mandije.
Because we have no authority which to use to do something about it.
But in addition to your lack of authority,
Yo, Allah was sembe soto balia kakafu woma.
it is also, yes, we want the constitution. Could you give it to, yes.
Akuisula ta constitution o nyina la malo foisa dino.
Thank you. In addition to your lack of authority to do anything about it,
Allah sembe soto balia puru kakuta mandigo kuoluto.
it is the right of every Gambian
Mu Gambia dingulu bela nyanto leti
to belong to any religion he or she wants.
kalutara dina wo dina kono ate mariye menkanu.
You and I like it or not.
Adiyata ntenite ye banga mandi yanye bang bar wolem luati.
Do you recognize that?
Fo isonta uluala le bang.
Ate dunia dulato.
It is existing nowhere in the world.
Hani parti kensen ol molika minu law.
Even the ordinary parties that have been set up by people.
Ima right soto ye any activity ke party or toll imantaramen.
You have no right to carry out any activities in the name of a party that you are not a member of.
Sakona kodino.
Much more a religion.
But do they claim to be a member of your party?
Fodum ika fole ko itel fana balla ka fole kono bang.
Yalo nakafo misil molebeoto.
Our organization has Muslims as members.
Adu wala ka taraje panang.
And they are the ones that are there also.
Ni manke wote ima right soto puri taraje.
If you are not one of them, you don't have a right to be there.
And I understand the point you are making.
Na fahamu le be dem fokang.
And your point is that they are not Muslims.
And
cannot be cannot be members of a Muslim organization.
Yes.
That's right. But do you accept that the law allows them to have their organization?
It's a kafo soton of feo fento, but a ning lua sembo dealer, puri kafo soto, misilebea tola, imange misil multi, womu sabotage let misil multi.
They can have an association as they wish, but if the law empowers them to set up their association in the name of Islam, then that would be sabotage.
So your position, therefore, is that you have a problem with them using the name Muslim.
Akoto silang, nyimu itela alla kole akwalti. Puru yelo yafoko itelmu moleti kanyin tofoko itelmu misili moleti.
Nka wale se nka wati wa wati nkoye dang ila loptanol to anin karambungol to
This is what we
ndingol leboto nte fango dingo do karanta ila karambungol.
This is what we kept repeating all the time. Let them limit themselves to their schools and their hospitals. I have a child myself who attended one of their schools.
But don't they have a right to worship in the way they want to worship?
Fodo manyi nyanto soto. Puru alabatu nyama ko itali lafta kela nyami.
To tola min diate, no problem.
In any other name that they desire, that's not a problem.
But near society, near sembendi Muslimia dinola.
But when they attach that to the Islamic religion, because all of them come from the same mother and father in this country. You cannot lean on them when you are on your own. A dead body, to take it away from Muslims and still claim to be a Muslim, which mind would accept such a thing?
But this is just a disagreement, as you claim that they don't belong to you, and they want to take the body of a person who chose to belong to them. What is the problem with that?
Ila balango nyanyo ni ko imantara tel kono bari ka foka furewota ke bondi itel molu kono itel yo furewota munem kole akoti wala
karola disgrace olete min warata.
That is a big disgrace.
Minna imam rati ibe fure busilala. Why
would you forcefully take away a corpse from the imam ratib? How do you view that imam? Even if you come from the same mother and father with the imam, you will seize that corpse from him. That is disgrace that has no measure.
Well, I have nothing to say about that, yeah, Imam, because you feel it, so you know it.
Imam, manku masumbe mfula wala karola. Amuna itele ya long, itele ya ata kakenyame.
Is that a reason
Fomu dalilo letibang
to attack the constitutional right of an individual?
Fomu nyantolti. Mola nyanto mumenti na constitutional kono purka umari
for freedom of religion and to worship whatever he wants?
Katu luwa nyumfoko fo. Momondi ilafta dina menna isitara woto aninga lafta alabatula nyame purka oke.
Muslimete imbanko kang mimbe votla.
There is no Muslim
wo idea wo itara constitution o kono.
There is no
Muslimete imbanko kang mimbe votla.
There is no one single Muslim in this country who will vote for such a right to be included in the constitution.
Well, I can assure you that Muslims in this country have consistently voted for this right. In all constitutions we have had. Freedom of association and freedom of religion. And manifestation of the religion. And that would be Article 25 of the Constitution.
Article 25
That guarantees their right.
What you are saying is the reason why the Christians and the Muslims are living here side by side without any problems. Because each one of them has their own rights in the country which belongs to all of us. But these ones are facing something that belongs to other people. And it is the right of those people to push them away from that which is theirs, except if they are unable to.
Let me read out Article 25 of the Constitution.
Na banko la constitution la sapamwa ni lulu njango nkana wale karaye.
Every person shall have the right to
Mo womondi ye nyanto soto le puru.
Subsection B, freedom of thought.
La sapafula njango puru imari isi mira no nyawnyandindiate ye.
Conscience and belief.
Ando isi nyintara isondo mokono aning ilata menna.
Which shall include academic freedom.
Me yalonko londo la taram fambulo bije.
And subsection C.
Andunga la fana sabanjango subsection fana sabanjango nyinsi.
Freedom to practice any religion and to manifest such practice.
Yenyi nyanto sotole katara dina wo dina kono andung yenyi nyanto sotole pur katama wo dino la kake anyama.
That is what the law says.
Loi yolefo.
Hello, ning Ahmadiyya danda Ahmadiyya religion.
You know, if the Ahmadiyyas only limited themselves to the Ahmadiyya religion, they wouldn't have any problems with anyone. Where there is a dispute, Muslim. We say they are not that.
Because
they would have been together with us if they were. This is the only disagreement between them and us. And this country has never accepted that from the beginning up to now. Since the day that they came into this country, the elders fought against that from that day until today, up till tomorrow. They are just unable to do anything about it. We hosted them in Gunjur when they came. My teacher that I told you about, he was the one that drove them away. Before they built the hospital in Serekunda, they had built one in Gunjur. They rented a line house and they turned that into a hospital. Atab spoke to the Gunjur elders at the mosque and inquired to know who are these people. How they left that place, I do not know. But they eventually left Gunjur.
Thank you for that explanation. I have a document here. They call it's labeled Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat.
Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat.
So the problem you have with them is the use of the word Muslim.
Muslim.
That's the only thing.
Thank you very much. Okay. Do you have any ideas as to how this problem of name could be resolved in this Gambia, in this country?
Ye nying kudo so de puru ke we will command Muslim la nyim bankun kan.
I did not get it.
Do you have any idea as to how this problem could be resolved in this country without the Ahmadiyyas being attacked or their right to exercise their religion being constricted or restricted?
Fodung ye londi sotole nyim kole ya kosi sono yano nyameng nyim bankun kan satara amanke nyintiko ye Ahmadiyya ye ludula kela wala kafo ka kuntui nyato ke balila kolula mensi kole ya konyi sono yandi banko kan foyo idea foyo miraro sotole bang
banko be sonte la ila karambungo lale Gambia be.
The entire country, the entire Gambia accepts their school system.
Kabiri yalo fobi banku dingol lebije jama manke Ahmadiyya.
When the schools were established up to now, many Gambians have gone through those schools, and most of them are not even members of the Ahmadiyya sect.
Banko be sonte la loptano la pana.
The whole country also accepts their hospitals. My own mother was treated in their hospital.
Muslimaya to.
In the name of Islam,
that
is the only problem.
If that is the only problem, do you think that canvassing your member of parliament for legislation to prohibit the use of the name Muslim in their title, don't you think that that would have, in fact, been more in recognition of the law than to attack them and advocate for their banning?
Ning misal kama ali sembeta alla dipite wala nung membe siring ali dipite bungo kono kanaki ala puru itali sinyim fero kata mandi puru ise nying kumakango kafo kumakango nyim muslim puru ka falin ka bondi ila kolu kono fo nin dipite bungo nata son wala han fo yo kango londi dipite bungo kono fo nata ke fo te kala kolu bandawti bang
ya long hanika fo ko Ahmadiyya Muslim.
You know, even mentioning them as Ahmadiyya Muslims, that did not give them any problem in this country.
Gambia Ahmadiyya tema because Ahmadiyya.
There is nothing by way of problem between Gambians and Ahmadiyya for them calling themselves Ahmadiyyas.
Minka fitino dundi ni mol tema.
What used to bring the difference between them and people, if I can recall, are two things. It's not because of they being Ahmadiyyas. The Supreme Islamic Council had a visitor, Zakir Naik. He made preachings, and he touched a lot of people. However, it was, he was a visitor, and he was our visitor.
Ahmadiyya ya disgrace ka police newspaper balaka agents amambo Gambia follow.
The Ahmadiyyas disgraced him, and they published those on newspapers, even while the man was still inside the Gambia. We wrote to express our displeasure to the Gambia government with their action.
Are you suggesting that before this time, before the arrival of Zakir Naik in Gambia, there was no problem between Muslims under the umbrella of the Supreme Islamic Council and the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat?
Febe nyile fokanko janni wo kendugo ina jan Zakir Naik Gambia jang Muslim mulu ning Ahmadiyya lutema fokole ya kuti je nung itema fereng fo janni wo luntang bina kumpaboro la nyimbanko kan
kole ya kole minu bije woluka dung ini mo kote ngol tema the Supreme Islamic Council
the disagreement that existed was between them and some other people, which the Supreme Islamic Council used to intervene in and put to a stop.
Because in any kalafika jamengolo sate to sate memang sula jameng fulala because amang wara.
They once tried to build a mosque in one village which did not have a need for two mosques because the village was quite small.
Already
and already that village had their own mosque.
But
the Ahmadiyyas wanted to pray inside their own mosque. So they wanted to build another mosque in that small community. And the people of those communities usually refuse. And so that used to brew trouble between them and those small communities, which we will then go and put a stop to.
We would come to the Sarengai issue. But the question I asked was that before Zakir Naik came to Gambia, it seems from what you say that there was no problem between Ahmadiyyas and Muslims.
Munta yino funun ko kole akumantara Ahmadiyya ni muslimol tema.
Kole akumantara je ntolunga min futandi mansakundala.
There was no problem that we forwarded to the government. Whatever came up, we addressed it and we put it to rest.
But consistently, Imam Fatih has been giving the khutbah at State House, asking that the Ahmadiyyas be banned, their hospitals closed, their schools closed. Are you aware of that?
Ako, foi botanyin kalamale banko, Imam Fatih ala kutubolu kona kamenke State House jama ngotunu, akatunyin satalele wati ko, inyanda Ahmadiyya lu tonna le kela lopitanu lu soron kela karambungu lu soron banko kang. Foi botaw kalamale ba?
Amantara wo khutba kanuing council tola.
He was not making those sermons in the name of the council.
As far as I tell
and as far as he said those things, he could have said so.
That is precisely the point. And the council did not deem it fit to address the problem.
Because khutba Gambia.
Because all the sermons
al-mamu marata la khutba la atele kapoka diata inyaming ndolma any interference with anybody in any mosque in the Gambia.
All the sermons that took place in the mosques across the Gambia are the responsibility of the particular imams in those mosques. They prepare their sermons and they deliver them, and the members of the Supreme Islamic Council had nothing to do with those sermons.
Would you say that a move to ban the Ahmadiyya pursuant to this call and to close their schools would have been unlawful?
Wodo fobe nyum folako kasilo ta purka Ahmadiyya lu ban la krambul ni ila dinkira kotangulu sorong fo isi sonyi na kafo woto wo anil luwa mantanyo.
Mr. Palimbe sulare la loptano la lani la karambungo be sulare wala.
Council Fall, we are in need of their hospitals and their schools.
And equally, Imam, we have to respect the laws of this country that every individual, under pursuant to Section 25,
will not accept sabotage.
Okay, all right. But you accept that they are free to practice whatever religion.
Bari isonta nako ila nyantolo nyinti purka dina tamandi te lefte ila dino men.
Imam Ming associate, Imam Ming sembendi Muslimia dinol.
One that they do not associate with Islam.
No problem.
No problem.
But Imam, you told us that you did not have the power to determine who is Muslim and who is not Muslim.
Bari Imam enyum fonyen nako aliman sembo soto kafo nyino muslimoti wala nyini manke muslimoti.
I cannot recall. I cannot recall. This one is a Muslim. This one is not a Muslim. That is what
you did say. One can give one's opinion, but you don't have the authority to say this one is Muslim and this one is not Muslim.
Actually,
that place is not easy
because
such an individual is not a Muslim or such individual is Muslim. If these are two individuals, if these were two individuals who were independent, one is in one religion and the other one is another religion, that is easier. But for someone whom I have said is not a Muslim, then that issue is one that is not easy. Except if that person is not within the enclosure of the Muslims and is on his own.
Okay. But Imam, I understand the distinctions that you're trying to draw.
But Imam,
And you have explained that the only problem you have with the Ahmadiyya is the use of the word Muslim in their name.
Munta kole akome yaitandi membali ning Ahmadiyya lutema wala na ike fam kumandi misil mol la nyame.
But that has never posed any problem until Zakir Naik arrived in Gambia.
Amdungo manna na kole akusabu jang alni tema hanfo wato men Zakir Naik nata nyimbanko kan.
Koleal natale because ni jammem problem wol mini alonke kasato dulalto.
It brought problems because these mosque issues that used to prop up in the country.
Aning family killing wol mino kawali because dole Muhammadiyya dole mankati.
And also the problems that happened within families because some were Ahmadiyyas and others were not. Those were happening even before Zakir Naik
Those
came.
were resolved. Is that the case?
Bari ni wolu nyongulu ketanga meral kafero kele ka kodi mbadu wen kambe unatije.
So nyindong warata woyen juso bole du sembetena.
Yes, but this one was bigger and it scared us so much. And we were powerless, which was why we expressed our displeasure.
Because Lundon and the Manana disgrace la Mandi Banko Kang Atarana Jati.
And because no visitor must ever be disgraced in the country when that visitor is with the host.
Thank you very much. So, in a sense, all these calls by Imam Fati for the Ahmadis to be banned, their schools and hospitals closed, were just personal statements. That's what you're suggesting?
Amunda silang, ita kamem foteng. Imam Fati ka hukumulu men befonu ka Ahmadiyo la karambungul nin lopitano lu soron ke tong amunta wumumo fango kunkilim kumakangol leti.
Ngalong ko imam mo lonalom almamolom.
I know that the imam is highly learned, done it, and is an imam.
Adungate feng fola niola panang.
And he will not say something.
But in Tolusula telling along why I offer Jadnimbe answer like that.
Just like that, we need to know the reason why he says something like that before we even proceed.
Imam, we are not necessarily interested in the correctness or wrongness of his reasons. What we are interested in is the protections that are given by the law.
Imam telu la hammo momenti na lafinno momenti amanke nyinti kafo wodalilolu tonyalom wala tonyate akawul men fonya bari ntelu la solo momenti wolem tanko nin kanto men nyantalo la moliye men yalon ko be banko kan na sula da molete.
Your testimony is, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Ila sedaro munyinati nim filta fanang isin tembendi isin tilindi.
That statement
So kumakongo
by Imam Fati
to
ban the Ahmadiyya was an individual statement and not a statement of the Supreme Islamic Council.
Munta wumumo killing kumakangoliti bara manke kumakangoliti Supreme Islamic Council be memfo purka Ahmadiyol tong.
Yes.
And that statement was at that stage never endorsed by the Supreme Islamic Council.
Alung ayo kumakang fo tembo meng amanke ko Supreme Islamic Council le ya kangona sembo diala purka olon.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Inumbara.
And what would you say, Imam, in a situation where people were to call for the Islamic religion to be banned? What would you say to that?
Ako imam ite fango be munne fola ni misali kama molu sotonta menno wulita ilota iko ya Islam dino nyin tong ite be munne fola woli
wona neta sotola.
That will never be.
Why?
Mulana
Jamal tam Muslimina dino.
Who owns the Islamic religion?
Ala dino way tong.
For God's religion to be banned?
Muslimin neto.
No Muslim will ever do that.
Precisely the point.
Walam fangumu kuo kumotinak?
Precisely the point. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander.
Amunta membenta burofe. Wato siseo finansio sotonole?
Actually, Mr. Pal, Ahmadiyya Linde Kukiling.
Council Fall, the Ahmadiyyas are not in the same thing with us.
All right.
We are not in the same thing.
Let's take it this way. You have here an orange, here an apple. They can both coexist in peace in this society under the protection of the law. You agree?
Do they have fen lorin tije?
There is no static thing in the world which is leaning on people. And to have that thing claimed by some other person as their own, that has never been. Those to whom it belongs to are the owners. Those that choose it is either will join them or be outside of it.
But Imam, let's conclude on this point. You would agree that the law protects their existence, correct?
Ya Imam, ngajandon sene anding autobang. Bari fango besonal ko lua ko inyante kantalale.
The law does not have that power.
Well, Article 25, Section 25 rather, of the Constitution provides that. Isn't that the reason why the Supreme Islamic Council could not do anything about it?
Supreme Islamic Council manna keno ila.
That was why I said it was not pleasing to us, but we couldn't do nothing about it.
And that is precisely the point we are trying to make, is that the law protects people in the exercise of their religion.
Amunda wala ko kumuti lafta men londi la ka bambandi jang. Lua nyin kangodi molu lele ila nyantolo nyinti puru ifanalu ye kanta ila kulu kai nyanta menu tamandila.
Do wala ne beta kan because mo ne mela jamen boy nyim banko kan ado ya loman de anyi but mo boy because Ahmadiyya la jamen olom
that is why
talende ga sandi jelle keje luolo mo le betambila la dro
that is why their mosques are still standing. We don't like it, but nobody has demolished it. The one in Talinding has been there for years.
Thank you, Ya Imam.
Imam.
In Sarengai, which you talked about, the mosque was destroyed. The temporal mosque that was built was destroyed.
Ye which jamango meloje yo janjanne ya boyindi
by the paramilitary and the police.
Paramilitary nin police le tata o janjang kaje boyindi.
And that was unlawful.
Adu ni loi manta nyola.
Jamen min nata anim fitino.
A mosque that came along with violence should not be allowed to stand. And if it did not come with violence, the people of that community wouldn't have touched it.
Well, my question was just to show you that the mosque was in fact destroyed. So the attack on the Ahmadiyyas and calls for them to be physically attacked, beaten, and killed, and calls for their schools and hospitals to be closed on the basis of the current state of Gambian law, is unlawful.
wote de ni oketa woni loi mantanyola.
Do you agree?
Fo si son wala bang.
Ani Adama Barrow.
Even Adama Barrow,
Iba kaja pela radio do.
they are opposing him on radios.
Molu be ko kuma fola be ko kela min diate. Ni wo muta ko winin banko la loi ya ferles do gold.
Well, people are criticizing Adama Barrow daily.
Islamic Council wala kapukari minni ala doyata nyawanya isembo doyata nyawanya authority rimbe bulu ilafta wo emphasize la for something wo is wo njanda mo concern la bari molu kamindi amo social media ning mo ba nin dulalto wo si ata bango kanade.
There are many people who are talking, criticizing the current president and so many things. And there are associations who have some rights to do certain things. But there are also things that concern some people, and it concerns us too.
No, it's all right. But do you realize that after some of the pronouncements calling for the Ahmadiyyas to be banned,
kuma kanglu menu dolu fotanun ka foko nyanta Ahmadiyolu tonnale
the programs that they had on TV,
radio
were
television
stopped.
ani radio to yo programu lu belondile.
And on Monday, July 14, 1997, The Point reported
Tanango July karo tili kononto 1997 Point kibar kaito.
soon after the khutbah in State House calling Ahmadiyya's kafirs and asking that their activities be stopped, GRTS stopped all their programs.
Birin kutubo keta State House ko Ahmadiyol mu kafirol leti woto inyanta ila kulu londilale biro botala dorong ye la programme lu kuntu radio nin television oto.
That was unlawful, wasn't it?
That
was not displeasing to me.
Could you say again?
That was not displeasing to me.
Yes, I know. Because I know your position. But it is unlawful.
When they build their hospitals. If they destroy their hospitals, that will sadden me.
So you want their goods, but you don't want their message.
But
what he's saying is that to talk in the name of Islam is what we don't want. The person who gave the order to say that they should be banned, I also like that.
Yes, you may like that, but it was unlawful.
Hani left alabari, ani luamanta.
I don't know how the law was written and when it was written. But to say that we should allow the Ahmadiyyas to carry out their religion as they wish, who has accepted that in this country? There is no one who accepts that.
Yeah. Mr. Chair, may I exhibit the Point newspaper of Monday, July 14, 1997, which contains the complaints of the Ahmadis that their activities, programs on radio and TV were stopped on the basis of the khutbah that was given. Could you pass it to the chairman to take a look?
You're giving it an exhibit number?
Exhibit number 120B.
120B, fine, thanks.
I have also used the video of Yahya Jammeh's edict instructing that they all pray on 29 July.
This was the clip that we had
seen. The clip that we saw. Fine. That should be 120A.
Splendid. Both them requests granted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. There is also the Cairo News article, which I quoted from. That should be 120C. That is the Islamic Council taking blame for the arrest of the sheriff for that Eid.
Was that given an exhibit number earlier?
No.
It's now been, okay.
Yes, the one that was given the exhibit number is the Foroya newspaper article. That was 117C, I think. I think, well, I did cite the exhibit number when I referred to it.
That's all right. If it was given
Yes,
a number earlier.
110, yes.
Brilliant.
Okay, thank you
That's
very
all
much,
right.
Mr. Chair.
All requests granted.
Yes, thank you very
Please
much.
proceed.
Let me extend this line of conversation to the next point. But I am really happy that you have narrowed the differences, the problems you have with the Ahmadiyya Jamaat, which is the use of the word Muslim. If that is resolved, there should be no problem.
Mbaranganyin dinkira tentendi kaitandi la kumolu lata nyaming amunta koleabe dendin dame wolem Ahmadiyya la nyimfoko italumu misilimo leti amunta ke fankumandi misilme to menna ninkumu wala famu koluti me yalon ko wala kitalte mafatam fansoti.
But more significantly, the fact that there's never been a problem between the Ahmadiyyas and the Muslims, any significant or difficult problem between the two, since their inception in Gambia and until the arrival of Zakir Naik, I think that is quite important to note.
Ako dinkira fanam bije me yalon akumma yata bake mosi hakilo tuje kadu Ahmadiyya nin misilmol la karotema kole ya mansoto je nun bebe janne nu be la kul ke kan fitina ma wulite ma kole ya mansoto hanifo wato men Zakir Naik natana nyim banko kan so otumolem kol la kole ya damu tataka finti ako kuma yata bake promoye hakilo tuje
no kole ya bijela because niaje misilmol be balanding.
No, there were difficulties.
Pour ila jamengol nyanta lola manyana lola.
If you see the Muslims objecting to whether or not their mosques should be built, up to today is the same thing.
But in 2015,
sankono
you changed your position, didn't you?
ali alla ludu la falen faman kewnya
ka falen nyade
to change how?
For the first time,
nyino musinya foloti
the Gambia Supreme Islamic Council
Gambia Supreme Islamic Council
wade into the debate
ye dabula kachakono
and declared the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat as non-Muslims.
ye olu otumole inata nyin kuma kan findindi iko Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat wolu manke muslimulti
And urged their ostracism. They urged that they be ostracized.
ye nyum foko puru isi Ahmadiyya Jamaat ila kulu ka be bondi mol la kulu kono
We have the Standard newspaper
Standard kibar
of 26 January 2015.
Mem findita January karotil muani woro 2015 sankono.
And it says that the declaration was signed by the President of the Supreme Islamic Council, who would be your humble self.
Andu yanyino foko meya akango sign walem Supreme Islamic Council la President alungo tumo utata ke ite fango leti.
Yeah, Imam, I know you understand English.
Exactly.
Yes. So we're just passing it to you to take a quick look.
No, I signed
I signed it.
That
was the letter that we wrote
to the
office of the President to express our displeasure in the manner in which our visitor was disgraced by members of the Ahmadiyya. The copy was the one they sent to the media.
So all published thing.
That is the one that is published. We wrote it and I signed it.
Thank you very much. May we have the paper exhibited as 19Th.
Request granted, Council.
Thank you very much. Of course, the Ahmadiyya responded, suggesting that the Supreme Islamic Council wants to destabilize the country.
Andu itella kuma kan kono iko Supreme Islamic Council lafta mamangole dundi la banko kan.
But significantly, veteran journalist Demba Jao wrote a piece on the subject. And he asked one important question. And it says as follows: who gave this unrepresentative clique of Talibans? Let me just say that I am quoting from an article. I am just quoting what is written. And it is important that this be clear. He said, who gave this unrepresentative clique of Talibans the authority to determine who is a Muslim or even to act as guardians of religious purity in the country?
Ako jumale nyin kangoni nyin sembo di nyin talibolu la meni alonko wala nyinti telemu jumati puruka jube jumale mu muslimoti wala juma manke muslimoti joyo sembo di la nyim banko kan.
And he continued. The Gambia is a secular state. As such, the Constitution guarantees everyone the freedom to practice their religion the way they feel, or even not to belong to any religious persuasion, as long as they do not infringe on the rights of the citizens.
Woto banko la sarto ni luwa ni sembo di banko dingo belale puru isitarno dina wo dina kono isi atamandi koy laftala nyaming na diate ye fang ikano tara dina kono isitarno wonya ite ifaye ko ite lafte la tara nyala nyami.
What do you say to that?
Ako fay muna fo wala
jawale ka ofo.
It's an enemy that would say such a thing. Was it Jawa saying that? Was it a question?
I am asking for your reaction to this.
He could say that.
And Hamad
Ba
also weighed in on calls that Ahmadis are not Muslims and should be banned from this country. And this is what he had to say. Again, I'm just quoting from the articles. He said it is a constitutional right of every Gambian to belong to any religion or worship in a way that suits the individual, as long as he or she does so within the confines of the Constitution.
Ako, nyimu Gambia din na nyantoleti. Kabula dina wo dina no makata mandi ite leftala nyaming satara dum fanang abe ni sartol tata nyola konna bankola constitutional ya fo nyaming nyimu ila nyantolti pour ka odino tamandi be men kono lefta menna.
And he went on to say, I quote, I don't share such hardline religious views. They are unconstitutional.
ñil nin banko la constitution o mantañola.
Bass said fundamentalism starts in any society with an intolerant religious verbal rhetoric.
Ko bako dina wo dina ila kuolu ka damuta damin nilla na tambo be kala aka damuta wo kuma kan sangarol le lay ka mennu fo dino toyala me yalon ko aseke doli tanoti,
which later escalates into conflicts as seen in Nigeria.
wala dum fanan kana ke kuyanyewti doliye hanufo akana kurukuru kana ke fitinoti men kana wuli banko kan ko aketa Nigeria banko kan nyame.
He warned that such tide of intolerance must not be entertained in the Gambia.
Ay dandalaro ke ko wo kutuje balia nyoye molu manyan sonna wo kufasongol ye kurukuru Gambia banko kan.
If the Gambia is to maintain its status as one of the leading countries in the world in terms of religious tolerance.
Ko natara Gambia lafta tentenna nyin todi mala dunia kono ko Gambia be banko le kono men ya lon ko itelle todi ata dunia banku dolu beti ka foko momonding be banko kan isila dino tamandino lafta la nyami.
He went on to say, I quote,
kontineta ka fo hanumbiya be wandi kumole sata kanteng.
The Gambia is a free society.
Ko Gambia mu jamaleti me ya lon ko ibe fambulu.
And everybody has the right to worship the religion you want to worship.
Adu momondi nyi nyanto sotole isibula dino no ma ya tamandi ilafta dino menna.
Religious freedom is a constitutional right of all people, and that cannot be compromised.
Dino taram fambulo momondi nyi banko kan na constitutional fangalo yo sembo di adu momondi manyang kala moti mensi dolu baliwola.
I don't agree with the view that a particular religion should be banned because the Gambia is a secular state and it is everyone's right to belong to any religion.
Wotonte man so nyin jero la ko dina sotonte nyanta men tonna nyim banko kan katu mobe ni la nyanto lem ke dino noma ite lafta menna kon na banko la sartol yaitandi nyami.
And he proceeded by saying,
akondinera ka foko
we have to be careful with some of these Arabic students
nyantan hakilo tulale nyin arabu karanna talibo dolu la Kenya luto.
I just leave it at that.
Mbabula la woto.
That is his views about the calls for the banning of the Ahmadiyyas or any religious group for that matter.
Wala mu atemari la jeroti kuma kangolu kamma ka foko inyanta Ahmadiyol tonna la wala dina wodi na ka fo kawlu tonni mbanko kan nyimmen kuma kangolu menna bote fulateng wo mari la jero mu woleti.
What do you say to that?
Akobe wo mari jabi.
Do you think that that's a correct statement of the law in Gambia?
Ako faya mera wo mu kuma kan tilindingol ti luala karola Gambia banko kan.
What I will respond on that,
Supreme Islamic Council Lamu,
is that the Supreme Islamic Council
Aning Ahmadiyol and the
Ahmadiyyas,
so sa tote telebolo eka nyim mo flo jibe nyaming.
So it's left to you how you see these two individuals.
Ela jabiro eke wanyam.
Then let your answer go in that line as you see.
But min kumayata.
But what is important?
Mineatina Supreme Islamic Council enyim kumof.
What is the reason why the Supreme Islamic Council made this statement? Then you would know who between these two is interested in violence. Since we were set up to today, all of us are in this country. Why is it that this declaration came now? It is important that you balance that and then you make your answer. We are an association.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin mo fahamrim balle bije.
Praise to God, there are people who are well learned. And whatever we do, we make sure that that is something that will make instead of destroying. If anyone sees it in another way, different from that way, That would be not our intention. And that is not also the religion. And the association was not also established for that.
Thank you, Imam. That is quite encouraging. Because in order to foster cohesion in the society, unity and peace, this is the spirit in which we should regard ourselves and our differences. Thank you very much. Mr. Chair, I request to exhibit the Today newspaper dated Wednesday, November 5th, 2014, which contains the statement of Ahmad Ba on the subject, fundamentalism and religious bigotry can't fit in the Gambian space. That should be 120E.
Request granted. Does that document also contain the Ejawa
No, the DA Jawa one, I think, was already exhibited.
Okay, yeah, fine,
yes.
That's all right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Now, we move on to the issue of the Shia. Is it the case that you issued a statement in which the council, this was in 2008, August 7.
August 2007
No, 2008.
2008
I don't know who was president at the time. In which it was stated that all media proprietors have been warned to desist from encouraging Shia activities in the Gambia, in the country.
Is
that true?
You said who gave that pronouncement?
The Supreme Islamic Council.
Supreme Islamic Council leo kangodi.
That is our work.
Do you have the power?
No, just to say it.
The article says the Gambia Supreme Islamic Council has ordered
Gambia Supreme Islamic Council
all programs geared towards propagating or defending Shia Muslims to stop with immediate effect.
Programo lumenu beka tama. Meni alonko eka Shia la kuole kidimandi ke la kuo banke ka lankenema. Yo programo lu be buruka kabo sain na akibaro findita watu me.
This is not just saying, this is ordering.
Amanke ko ka folem doronde nyimukanneti e mendi ko ay tama.
No, sembo tenda puruka po radio station ko dia ko ya londi.
We don't have the authority to compel any radio station, whether they like it or not, to stop programs.
Well, that is what was done.
Sa po bara ala implementation puruka ke wala ka ke bale auto da dulala bulunga po me.
We could say it, but whether or not that order is implemented is left to the various stations.
Because sialu nene baluta da order maybe nimma wolonde tenda la banko malata.
Because the Shias, wherever they existed, maybe I would not know all, but wherever they existed, that place ended up in flames.
You see, Imam, you may very well be right.
Imam asikeno ibe tonyala.
Because mote Abubakar nena ite nyala ye nya kasala.
Because
Mote Umaru nenne nyala nya kasala. Mote kila dingolo nenne nyala nya kasala. Ni woban stop a bank ase na banko mala. Alto security pa ita control la no.
Because no one will insult Abubakar, Omar, and the sons of the Prophet in your presence, and you will allow them to go free. If they are not stopped immediately, they will set the country in flames.
Imam, you may be right.
Imam, it
is that way.
But what the law says is that the exercise of a religious right can only be restricted by law for particular purposes.
Ka molla nyantolu tamandi luayo kango dile aya simbodi adum fo fana yetama fo o manke kolu lanyati.
So the right thing to have done is to go to parliament and get a law.
Memmu nyanto tinu ngoto wolem kata député bungoto ka loi fanam fintindi
to prohibit the exercise of certain Shia types of worship in this country for stated reasons that are allowed within the law.
Pour ka loi fintindi député bungoto pour ka nyintong sialu ka kuma kanglu ning ila kolu menu tamandi menu mambeta pour fero yake loi yelo pour ka foko inyanta ulu fanan ton na banko kan ni o ketanu wala mkolu tarang siloti.
That was the right thing to do, don't you think?
For wala musiloti menyanta kelanung ila miraro to fama nyang wala nyam.
Yalon tuluka pole.
You know, we only say,
but sembo tenna puruka tamandi.
But we don't have the power to implement. Those that are supposed to stop it, things were left in their hands.
Imam, there is freedom of expression in this country.
Imam, sarto nyindile puru momondi left memem fola esa fono ni mambula dul.
You can criticize the president, you can criticize other religions within reason.
Isi president kajaf isi president doyano aning dina dolu bari satra belarin dalila koy.
I am not sure whether criticize is the same is the equivalent of doya in Mandinka. I don't know, but doya seems to mean to me directly to belittle. I don't know whether doya is the right word.
Is another word. You know, Mandinkas use one word for 2, 3, up to 4 different things.
I agree.
That exists.
I agree.
So you can criticize somebody by saying that, yeah, doyale.
Okay, all right, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I just want to be sure that we have the right word. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, Imam, this document does not seem to suggest that you stopped at criticizing. It suggests that you gave orders.
Nying kaito yenyi yitandiko amanda nyinto doron ka foda la puruka ol doya bari al tententale puruka ikajafika kuma kamulu foye menketa kamulu ti menu ni sartol manta.
In fact, the article claims
kaito nyim fango kibaro nyi nyine fofang
that Yahya Jammeh, the then president, asked the Supreme Islamic Council to regulate the looming Islamic differences.
Nyine foko utumo Yahya Jammeh memu president asifere ke ay tilindiro ke kolu la me yalonko wala mu fatam fansoti dino la karola membe wulika.
Was that true?
Fo mu to nyalti ba.
Near wofo,
if he had said that, that was part of the responsibility of the council in straightforwardness and truth. You will just come and grab somebody and do as you wish. Because the little thing about this is the world. The bigger thing is the hereafter, and God does not like someone who troubles. So what should have happened was to base it on truth and righteousness.
What gave Yahya Jammeh the authority to empower the Supreme Islamic Council to take steps against this year?
Pour que yin kamo di Supreme Islamic Council la pour que simfalu ta shialu kama.
Maybe I la mantoro le je wala ya moy dunia dula kota ngolta mala fe wala jam.
Maybe is the suffering or the trouble that they have done in other parts of the world, which he has seen.
And he doesn't want that.
But my question is, what gave Yahya Jammeh the authority, the power, to give the Supreme Islamic Council the power to stop Shia activities?
Akomemu wala mnyinti mune yewo sembo di Yahya Jammeh. Parata fanaina wuli ayo kamo di Supreme Islamic Council la puruka Shia la kolu londi nyimbanko kan. Akawala nyininka.
Yalo ne konye mine ya tena Yahya Jammeh nyinke.
Mafo mine ya tinna. Munele yo sembo diala.
Ate killing olom duro. Mine sembo diala. I was sembo bombing.
No, it's the same thing. Where is that? Does it derive that, or did he derive the power from?
Okay. All right, thank you. That's good.
Exactly. Yalo ntete answer no actually.
You know, I cannot answer that actually.
In fact, he did not have that power.
Wala mnyinti doronko ama sembo soto.
I tell him president today, so I tell yalo.
He was the president, so you know.
But he asked you to do it. You should check whether he had the power to tell you to do it.
But where akau atelle yake alinyanta ajubela le foto nyatonya ateyo sembo soto le pour katel bula wala.
Bisa palpo ngalong ko wolondo na pero o tendebul. Because all the famoro luwa kang ya be karang ya jibe council sembo be munto wala te munto. Or maybe londa balla do kolomo.
Council Fald knows that I do not have the wisdom, neither the means to know whether that was lawful or not. You need to find out to know whether what was said was lawful or otherwise.
Thank you, Ya Imam. That is a very honest answer.
Inumbara ya Imam, wale wo jabiro senayata atilinta.
We were given a hadith
Ya hadiso le fonyi jannu.
which suggests that
Menyi itandiko.
the orders of the head of state
Bankunyato nko la kangolo.
must be implemented.
Wulu inyanta tamala walale.
Are you aware of that hadith?
Ning and ning ala tama nyowale.
If and only if that is not in contradiction to God's own wish.
Does God say that the Shiite must be banned?
Ala kula ba inyanta sialu tonna le bang.
Tinyar la nene manyana balula jamanika.
Destroyers should never be allowed to live amongst many.
But what is your basis? Have they destroyed anything in Gambia?
Akosa ite yosembe munela. Ye munni mune tinya Gambia.
Mune bijanne.
Are they here?
Ne na da balon na jabalo.
When they come, you will know who they are.
Well, they were here.
Ibijanne lunde.
Yana pate la gobelo no.
Behold, you know everything about them.
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. But the documents show that they were here.
May God protect us from the Shias.
In your documents, the council issued a decree or fatwa, I don't know what it is. Or an order. It says the council has decided that the proprietors of all print and electronic media shall ensure that all religious programs aimed at propagating or defending the faith that contradicts the teachings of Prophet Muhammad should be stopped. Is that true?
Yalo wole mo assignment leti do quality.
You know, those are assignments
Council
that were given to the council.
but forseta komade.
But there is no force behind it.
A tutan tolle bulunga jibe mine right wo kononga wo tamande member writing atuje.
It was left to us to see which ones were right, and we implement them, and leave out those we felt were not right.
Maybe ni tata kiskis end of the day te mo jela pang mi alonga be onyam.
Maybe if you made your investigations, at the end of the day, you would not find anyone as described.
You see,
So you continue with your work.
you see, Imam, the language that is used in this document seems to suggest that they have every other religion apart from Islam.
Maybe
that was not the intention. But what it says here, that all religious programs aimed at propagating or defending the belief that contradicts the teachings of Prophet Muhammad should be stopped. By this document, it means the Supreme Islamic Council has banned the activity of churches in the Gambia. I am not sure that was the intention, but that is what it means in this document, dated August 7, 2008. I pass it on to the chair to see, and then we exhibit it. What do you say to that?
You know, the whole thing has come to an end.
Because he left Apollo diamo kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam contradict.
Because you want to say that any other thing that contradicts the Prophet,
so they have
the right to say so and be left alone.
Imam. Christianity, they don't believe that Prophet Muhammad is a prophet. That is the greater contradiction to the teachings of Prophet Muhammad. And this document shows that all religious teachings that contradict Muhammad must be stopped. Like I said, I do not think that you intended to cover that much. I didn't think you wanted to be that broad in the dictation. But that is what the paper says.
Supreme Islamic Council, Islamic.
We are the Supreme Islamic Council, Islamic. Whatever we say.
And Islam.
It's not related to any other thing except Islam.
Mang any right soto purunga diamu fenna member sujrin Christian.
We don't have the right to speak about anything in relation to Christianity.
Would you accept
diamu kang We are talking about Muslims. People should understand that, and it is also in that line.
Supreme Islamic Council te diamu la radio to ko Christian ol manjanna diamula o tenna programme kono
The Supreme
atenna do ko
Islamic Council cannot make a pronouncement over radio that Christians should not exist. That is not a part of our program.
ni wolu be kan hakko min be na banko kan wala be tol fana
We are all equal with them here. The same right we have, the same they have.
Thank you very much, Ya Imam. That is quite encouraging. From what you said, it's clear, therefore, that what is contained in that document and what the council intended are different. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So, yeah, Imam, let's now move to another topic. Which one? I have to exhibit that document, Mr. Chair. The Afrol News article, 120F. Yes, okay, so. Yeah, Imam, you have told us earlier that the Supreme Islamic Council did not have the authority to be monitoring khutbas and banning people.
Supreme Islamic Council manyi sembo soto purka mulla kutubolu lamoy ke no masata anin ke tong.
But
Bari
the council had banned Bakausu on several occasions.
Council e Bakausu tonne sinya jama.
What do you say to that?
Muna photo.
Occasion what and what and what?
On what and what occasions?
I have a few letters here.
Letter danta bembulu jang.
In which the bans against Bakausu were lifted.
Men ya lonko ye tongo men la ba kausu kan yo tongo lu kan nyame.
Which implies
We nyine itandiko
that he was banned.
ko ya tonne nu.
He appeared before the commission
Afundita commission nyati limala jang.
and indicated that he was banned.
Anda la kumokuna nyimfoko ya tonne nu.
And the bans were subsequently lifted.
Andu wakwala inatala tongo lu bondi.
Do you agree that that happened?
Foi sonda ko nene ketale.
Malong lateral sujuta muntola bari ba kausu aning Supreme Islamic Council nga bem fulala kalamata natem.
I don't know how it went, but by council we had 2 meetings with him.
But I know there have been meetings with him, including a meeting with him and the president, then President Yahya Jammeh. Do you recall that?
Alning ay bengolu sotole. Andum bengo fonga nata sotole. Alning ate ba council ning utuma president Yahya Jammeh ale be benta bengo mento mbota ufanang kalama.
Atele ndol sambaje.
It took us there.
I accept that.
Nsonta wala.
He wrote a letter to Yahya Jammeh asking for his intervention, as a result of which Yahya Jammeh called a meeting. Do you recall that?
Atele letero safeka ki Yahya Jammeh ye puru nyin kamala asiku tamandi nyin koluto alnate mahanifo wala na Yahya nata bengo kumandi fo manke onyale.
It happened that way, but it was clear later in that meeting that he was the one who troubled us.
Like I said, this commission really does not have the mandate or even the time to look into the activities of the Supreme Islamic Council in order to deal with the various problems that existed between some of its members and other imams.
Ako, nyim komisongo be siri nyawnyanding bari imanyin sembo amanyin fero soto ani wato puruka kolu be jube men ya lonko wolekata kansul nyin na ku ketalu ni la tamandir kolti men ya lonko ibe ketanun komanto itewul kolu be no masata nola.
What we are concerned about is the violation of the religious rights of individuals.
Mem mun na deundati wolem molu kunkilin nalu ye ila dina nyantolu mennu tinya wala munna solo luti.
You told us clearly that the council did not have any power to ban anybody. Do you recall that?
Ye fonyana ko council manyin sembo soto pour que mo wo mondin tong yo fonyana no fo malum fo hakilo sibula wala bang.
Mr. Fale ko
Tell Council Fall that
ning aya bulalong council la koli no kan from the beginning.
if he was following the issue of the council from the beginning,
Abe 85% tarare je mi alon ko wo be mo positively do be mo ku betolet.
you would find out that 85% of all the issues are things that are positive, things that are good.
15%
The 15%,
wala min do ata woti
which is the lesser part,
wo se mulunga fe ko o mo violence let.
that would look to him as if those were violations.
Adun toli amanke woti.
But to us, that is not it.
Na fahamoro lebe fatala wale atin.
And that is where our understanding will differ.
Because in tola da dadaro le do ngawoduro ne ke fobi.
We came to mend, and that is what we have been doing till date.
Nene mampentinya.
We never destroyed anything,
Adama dia nasode.
except the feelings of humankind.
Exactly.
And Imam, we all would accept the bona fides of the Supreme Islamic Council.
Imam, mbebe sonna Supreme Islamic Council ila nyanyima silola.
We have no doubts that the objective of the council is to do good in order to foster peace and unity among Gambians or people living in this country.
Nga lonna ko council la ngani yo munyin doroneti pour ka kukendoke membe nyimbanku molu chokila nyola nga ke kankilim badin kilin ngani ya kilinti membe Cairo sabatindi la banko kan.
And that is very much in keeping with Gambian culture.
Adu wonin Gambia fangola ado tata nyola bakele.
We respect our elders, we respect our leaders.
Ngana kebalu bunya, ngana nyatonkolu fanalu bunya.
We also respect and recognize our religious institutions.
Ngana dina bundalu fanana dina makamat bundalu. Ngebunya wale nyama ndun sontema wale nyama fana.
But as we strive for perfection in our society,
Bari mbe kontine kanka katapurka kuolu nyinyandike tilindi na jamaa kono.
it behoves us to look at those that below 15%, which seemingly is not right.
Oto nyimum fana lu kan nyanto le tipuru o bundandingulu. Meni alonko ibeo sidula tan ni luloto. Puru ngang hakilo tuolto ulu fana li nyanta la kuolu nyanta lala nyamen kata nyato.
In order to correct them,
Puru nyin kamala ngetilindi.
so that
Nyin kamala
we would live in peace
mbesi sinyo kanjang Cairo kono.
and in mutual respect of rights.
Andunga besi talalari mbunya ni nyanto kankamulla nyanto lubunya.
And that is why this order that was issued to ban Bakausu is under inquiry, is being investigated.
Wale mnyinti ko ye kango mendi purka ba kausu tong wala na ba ko kisisi kang
It was unlawful.
ani luwa mantanyola.
Mobulolu, thousands of propagators, many are in society konaja.
Thousands of people, propagators in this society,
Council na beta ata poba cause.
all the members of the council's reputation was good except Bakausu's.
Hadn't be commissioner ka jeko ku jenkere wala bije wala na nimba cause be jotela.
Even till today, the commission sees that there is something fishy between us and Bakausu.
Ya mera jete la fala korosila bang.
Do you not think that there should be more investigation on that issue?
Bakausu munda tali bolati ntolle nga karandi.
Bakausu is our student. We taught him.
Kara ya ambulo mutaka dumin bulo kono wala be do ko la Super Islamic Council.
The one who held his hand to bring him to the school is the one who is working at the Supreme Court.
Only a karandi pata ra course la fa graduate tanat.
He taught him until he went for course and graduated and returned back.
Ado min bentola society kono jang.
The culture of our society, your teacher, even his children are also considered as your teachers. Especially, much more his elder brothers or younger brothers. If there is a challenge between Bakausu and his teachers, that's a big disgrace for his teachers.
What is by can't help
But it's because we couldn't do anything about it except we.
Are you telling us that that was the reason the council decided to ban him?
Akofo, walem daliloti bang council ya tom menkama. Akofo walem daliloti council ya tom menkama bang.
Ngaba kausu tonne puro ala security.
We banned him for his security
and bankola security
and the security of the country.
Because
because the people that he insulted, the people that he attacked, they have their children, they also have their students. I do not see a reason why, if that we are to continue, they would not end up beating them up.
Imam.
And they will make it look as if it's a problem between the council and Bar Council.
But Imam, no matter how good intentioned your action was, if it is unlawful, it is unlawful.
If it is not in line with the law, the one implementing is the one that is contradicting the law. Our own was just to merely suggest. Whatever suggestion we said or whatever action we took, there is a place that could implement it or reject it, and we would have nothing to do about it.
So
we had no power which we would ensure that these things happen.
But in the first place, just writing a letter telling Bakausu that you are banned was unlawful. You had no power.
Does the law destroy or does it mend?
The law is written.
To ban Bakausu, that is the mending. To allow him to continue his work, that is the destruction.
Imam, we have to be careful here. We have to respect the law. Implement the law. You are not Islamic country. In this society.
Absence assist about
sukulu.
For Gambia la loi de bare dunia loi o loi wona de bika tinya woluka dadale ndolo ga minko wolu mo dadaro
Except Gambia's law. But all over the world, all the laws do is to mend. What we did was to mend.
That does not change the fact that you did not have the power to do so.
Umanyim falinko. Ali manyin sembo soto purka okede.
No man sembo kay mawo soto ntolo nga suggestion leke atuta authority bulu ya implement or not.
As for power, yes, we did not have it. We merely made a suggestion, and it was left to the authorities to execute.
Imam, this ultra-virus action
Imam, nyinku menu ketateng menu nyinku sangarolti.
did not even stop at banning Bakausu.
Amanda nyinda manna purka Bakausu tonde.
You wrote to all radio stations
Ali safero ke kaki radio bungulu beto.
telling them that no person should preach the Islamic religion without a permit from you.
Kafu momondin kana kawando ke la radio to memman kaito soto kabo Supreme Islamic Council.
Is that true?
Fomu to nyalde.
Depanga o permit o leta o to kola nata jartes.
I took that permit, after which I came